Tuesday, the president delivered his State of the Union speech laying out his vision for the country. Following the president's speech, Maine GOP Chair Dr. Demi Kazunas had this to say. Tonight, we heard great news from the president on Maine's and America's future. Our economy is in a major upswing with unemployment at a 17-year low and wages rising after decades of stagnation. Paychecks are growing even more due to tax cuts for working people and small businesses that Senator Collins and Congressman Poliquin play crucial roles in fine-tuning. Unfair trade practices that have particularly hurt Maine are finally being addressed instead of being ignored. Our military is being rebuilt to give us peace through strength, and for the first time in a decade, we are getting back to the new normal of hope and prosperity for the future. Our ship of state is now heading back in the right direction. Congressman Poliquin also commended the president for his speech. Bruce said, "Tonight, the president reminded lawmakers of both parties that Americans want a government that works. Lawmakers serve not as Republicans or Democrats, but as representatives of the American people. We need to work together, Democrats and Republicans, to solve the most serious challenges our nation faces. I am as determined as ever to work across the aisle to protect seniors earn Social Security benefits, grow Maine jobs, fight illegal trade, stand up for our veterans, combat the opioid epidemic, and work every day for our Maine families." The calls for unity and bipartisanship were applauded by Republicans, while some of the speech wanted nothing to do with that.
African American unemployment stands at the lowest rate ever recorded. And Hispanic American unemployment has also reached the lowest levels in history.
Democrats just weren't buying it. They spent most of the night sitting silently, even as the president called for bipartisanship and unity.
The nation faces some difficult challenges this year, but if both parties can come together, we can accomplish great things. Congressman Poliquin's Senior SAFE Act, a bipartisan bill that helps identify, report, and stop financial abuse of our seniors, passed the U.S. House of Representatives, moving one step closer to becoming law. Recent studies estimate nearly 20% of American seniors may be a target of financial fraud or abuse. Even when financial institutions suspect abuse, the abuse may go unpunished. This occurs because current laws lack the necessary flexibility to allow financial institutions to report suspected abuse to authorities. Congressman Poliquin's Senior SAFE Act encourages individuals and financial institutions to report suspected instances of fraud and elder financial abuse. It also incentivizes firms to train employees to identify and stop financial fraud, helps law enforcement track down financial criminals who target seniors by enabling banks, credit unions, investment advisors, broker-dealers, and other financial service providers to better communicate with appropriate agencies when they suspect financial exploitation of seniors. Check out this video of Congressman Poliquin advocating for the Senior SAFE Act on the House floor.
Mr. Speaker, Maine, the great state of Maine that I represent, the rural part of our state, has the oldest average age in the country. You know, we love our seniors. I know not only in Maine, but across the country, they are very special parts of our society. My parents are 89 and 87. I'm very involved in their lives, especially in their health care, and I worry, Mr. Speaker, about our seniors. I worry about their health care. I worry about their safety. And one more thing I worry about, Mr. Speaker, is I worry about them becoming victims of financial scams.
This is yet another example of Congressman Poliquin standing up for those who need help the most, and we here at the Maine GOP are so proud of the work he's doing down in Washington, D.C. Congressman Poliquin is once again fighting for servicemen and servicewomen who fight every day to keep us safe. This time, he's doing so by supporting the Department of Defense Appropriations Act of 2018, a funding measure that will give American troops a 2.4% pay raise. The funding measure will allot a total of $659.2 billion for a full year of funding for the Department of Defense, which helps restore readiness shortfalls and invest in our troops by ensuring they're properly trained and have the equipment they need to address ongoing threats. Congressman Poliquin had this to say regarding his support of the bill. This is all about keeping America safe and supporting our men and women in uniform who sacrifice to defend her. We must always ensure that our armed forces worldwide have the support and the capabilities they need to defend America. Congressman Poliquin deserves a huge thank you. He has earned the reputation of being one of the most hardworking members of Congress, fighting every day for our veterans, our elderly, and all of us. The New England Patriots are in the Super Bowl this Sunday, and the Red Sox will be starting up their season soon as well. However, did you know it is also caucus season? Caucuses give Maine Republicans the opportunity to gather, hear from candidates, make plans for the 2018 Republican State Convention, and organize for upcoming elections. While Maine law requires that every political party hold caucuses, Republican Party rules require that caucuses be held so that Republicans can participate at the state convention and, if necessary, select replacement candidates. Will you be participating in your local caucus? We hope so. For more information, you can always contact Michelle Dale with the Maine GOP at michelle@mainegop.com.
Thank you for watching this episode of News You Can Trust. For more content, you can go to mainegop.com or to our YouTube channel. If you would like to support the News You Can Trust program, you can go to mainegop.com/donate and support us today. Thank you so much for watching.